And welcome to our Facebook look ahead to Sunday's trip to Burnley. You'll hear the phrase, never an easy place to go, trotted out quite a lot over the weekend, but they really are the worst side in the Premier League right now, Neil.
What you would say is Burnley are in trouble, aren't they, this season? They've been in I think it's the sixth season now they've had in the Premier League, but you can look at the position there, they will probably look at it and go, we've got a couple of games in hand there, but as you know, down at the bottom, those games in hand mean very little. It's about having points on the board. I mean, Everton, they've got themselves now involved with the relegation battle. I think you look at it thinking it's probably going to be 3 from 5. I still don't think Brentford are out of that. I think Leeds will be too good, but don't discount Brentford. I think they're still very much in trouble with the games left. But Burnley, it's not been a good season for them, and they are down there. They've had a lot of games called off, but they are very much in a relegation battle, which is quite unusual.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times with Burnley thinking, yes, they're just above the line, but not this season. They are in big trouble.
Quite unusual for so many to be in that quandary as well, isn't it? When you look from, as you say there, Brentford, who've had a real dip, 14 all the way down to 20, right in it.
Yeah. I think Palace will be too good. I think Leeds will be. I mean, people are saying Everton are as well, but they're very much in the mix. Look at the games played. Look at Brentford, 24. You know, they're a side that are having a real slip. They've lost 5 in a row at the moment.
Asked a lot, Jurgen Klopp, throughout the week about how this changes things. 9 points behind City, game in hand. They've still got to play Manchester City as well. Hope always springs eternal where Liverpool are concerned the way they're playing at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, all we can do is keep winning our games, and that's what we're doing at the moment. Try and put a good run together, try and put some kind of pressure on Manchester City. We know we've got to play them. City have got to play Spurs, they've got to play Manchester United coming up, they've got to play ourselves as well. Nobody expected them to drop points at Southampton, of course, recently in an away game, and who knows, they may well slip up again. We've got to be in a position to try and put them under pressure and make the most of that slip if it does come about.
Been much talked about Sean Dyche, hasn't he? Done a brilliant job since they got back into the top flight in 2014, but they are struggling this season. Let's take a look at some of the numbers that might suggest why their problems are the way they are, Neil, because they have had a real struggle this year.
Yeah, they have, and one of the reasons is goals. You know, you can see there, expected goals, less than a goal a game. They got 33 goals last season, and they ended up staying up. A few seasons before that, I think they got 36, 37. They finished 7th in the table. This is nothing new. This is nothing new about Burnley, but it is a big struggle. And the player of the picture there is Cornet, who's been one of the bright sparks for them, who is capable of producing that little bit of magic and scoring a goal.
And in terms of open play goals as well, because we know that the threat that they will possess from set plays, etc., but that is right down the bottom as well.
Yeah, it's no surprise. We mentioned it previously. They want to stay in games. You know, they're not the sort of side that are going to score 3-4 goals. They're not going to open you up too often. But more often than not, the biggest threat for Burnley will be from set pieces. And no surprise to see that they're really low on goals scored from open play.
And it seems quite often that we talk about goalkeepers, don't we, in struggling sides, having the game of their life at Anfield or wherever we play them. They are facing far too many shots at the moment as a team as well.
Yeah, Nick Pope, the goalkeeper, of course, a very good goalkeeper, being forced into a lot of saves. You can see they're the highest in the Premier League. Leicester actually second on the list, but they've had a lot of injury problems defensively, so you can maybe understand the problems they've had. Newcastle have struggled for clean sheets. Surprised that Watford are actually low down. I thought they would be higher on that list because, again, they've struggled for clean sheets. But Burnley, we talk about Burnley, they have a decent centre-half partnership with Ben Mee and Tarkowski. But we've shown, as we showed with the review show against that, it's a team unit. Yeah. It's about all working together, having that understanding and giving the goalkeeper and the defence that protection. I don't think they have that natural defensive midfield player to really help the two centre-halves to be in that position, like we're fortunate to have someone like Fabinho.
So many times where they've gone to the well before as a team, do you worry that sometimes if you go to the well that many times it will run dry after a while and there's just nothing more they can do to kind of prevent the inevitable, if you like?
Yeah, but Burnley every season get written off, don't they? Everyone said, Burnley are going to struggle, Burnley are going to be the side that go down, and they pull out results. They get a point here, they get a point there. The problem for Burnley is they're not getting those wins. They're nicking a point, but they're not getting them wins, and them wins are so valuable when you are down there at the bottom. Again, the other night against Manchester United, you're thinking, at half-time, get battered here. Yeah. 1-0, but it could be 2-3-0. They end up nicking a point from the game. So they're still fighting, they're still believing that they can get out of trouble.
Weghorst has been the man brought in from Wolfsburg. He started against Man United on Tuesday. He's the man to replace Chris Wood, and you really like him, don't you?
I do like him. He's a big front man. He's a tall player. He's got that presence, that physicality. He'll put himself about. And he had a really good goal-scoring record at Wolfsburg over in the Bundesliga. He got 20 goals in the German top division last season, in quite an average side. So he's come in. And obviously they've missed Chris Wood because he's the guy who's come in to replace him. Wood's been their top goal scorer for a couple of seasons now. He's gone to Newcastle. He hasn't scored yet. He was really unlucky the other night against Manchester. De Gea had to make a worldie of a save. So you're looking at that physical element. Van Dijk, Konate, Matip, whoever is going to be the centre-halves against him are certainly going to know they're in for a battle.
In terms of his stats in Bundesliga so far, he's going to probably need to get 5 or 6 goals between now and the end of the season to do his job. How do they compare, do you think? Yeah,
well, this is this season. The stats before he did make that move over to the Premier League, he only had 6 goals, 1 in 3 so far for Wolfsburg before he made the move. But like I say, before that, he did know where the back of the net is. So when the crosses are coming in, which, as we know, that's what Burnley will look to do, with Cornet one side, with McNeil the other side, they'll be looking to bomb the balls into the box, and someone like Weghorst will be looking to try and get on the end of it.
Right, let's take a look at the team that Neil has picked. How much does it differ to the one that you've picked at home, I wonder?
I don't know.
Difficult job, that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? You know, I'm probably way off, but I'm thinking a couple of changes to the starting lineup that played against Leicester. I think we're all expecting Salah to come back in, and then because of the options, will Mane be ready to play? Will he keep him away for that Inter Milan Champions League game? I'm not sure. I think Diaz will probably start again. How can you drop Jota after his couple of goals the other day? Jordan Henderson, I think the manager's saying he'll be fit, so I think he will come back into the midfield 3. I just wondered about Matip. Will Matip start again, or maybe Konate come in? Because we've played Leicester Thursday, this one Sunday, Inter Milan next week. So a few decisions for the manager to make. I don't know. I've gone for that one. Probably going to be way off, aren't I?
Who knows, but it's good to be in a position, isn't it, where we've got so much discourse about it. That is it for another preview show. Matchday Live is with you from 1 p.m. on Sunday. And Neil is back at 6:30 on Monday to review all the action, and we hope a win as well. We'll leave you with some decent moments from trips to Lancashire. From both of us, bye-bye.
His cross comes all the way through. Sadio Mane! Aquilani. Oh, here's Maxi Rodriguez. He's in now! And finally, Maxi Rodriguez has his first Liverpool goal. Divock Origi. That's the James Milner. Milner hard and low! And into the bottom corner. And it's going to come to Steven Gerrard. Oh, that's brilliant! That's Alexander-Arnold. Delivery round the corner. Brilliant! Virgil van Dijk turns provider for Roberto Firmino. And on to Sadio Mane. Lovely. Absolutely delightful. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Lovren's lead. It's in! It's Liverpool's game on New Year's Day. Salah will go now. He's just the defender. Salah's still going. And here comes Firmino. Brilliant. Wraps it up for Liverpool in style.